Okay guys, what you see out here in front of you on the screen is the different tools that I'll be using the most of. There'll be a couple other things that you might pop up into the construction, but these will be the major ones you need to look out for that if you get a chance, pick them up. Of course you got the, start back here, good old hobby knife, good for whatever cutting you need. Good to have around. Most of you'll have one of those laying around. Good to keep track of. You can use this on your green stuff, chop up miniatures, all kind of things. Very useful little tool, no matter what we're doing. Put that back in my box. Okay, a must. I've found or picked up these little rubber tipped paintbrushes. They're used in oil painting, but I've found invaluable so far playing with green stuff. Be using these brushes for your blending between like two pieces of green stuff. Got different size chisel tips, which are great for putting little details and stuff into your green stuff, smoothing out fingerprints, all that sort of stuff. These little guys here do the trick for you a lot easier. Basically, you take these guys, dip them in a little bit of water, get the tip good and wet, or not super wet, but just damp, so that leaves a little line. But when you rub that into the green stuff, take all the lines out. Also, like this tip here, pointed tip like that, is good for, like, say you putting in a fold, press it in, like in a cloth for green stuff, makes nice little folds, makes them real beveled, and just sweet little tool. Like I say, this little chisel tips, great for when you're blending. Like say you got two pieces of green stuff, get that little line in the middle of them. This will help pull that line out so that the two pieces will match up together. You get a little bigger one, one like for this size here is great for like large flat areas that you lay fingerprints and stuff in. Same with the other one. Dip that in a little bit of water, pull it across the fingerprints, flattens them right out, makes everything nice and smooth. If you get a chance, look for these. They work wonders. Okay, you've seen me show you guys this one before. This is just a little pick. Got a little ball on the end, both ends. One's a little finer ball, one's a little bigger ball. Same when you're making fur. This will make a more I don't know how you pronounce it, rougher, thicker fur, where like if you're using this sharp pick would make finer, more detailed fur. This is also good for like when you're just doing little sculpts and start a little, like you're making chainmail or something. Tip works great for making chainmail. All kind of little uses for it. You'll see me use it several different times over the next couple of weeks. Of course, I got these tools here. Picked these up at just one of the local hobby shops that does a little bit of sculpting. Basically, just two different size, or just generally picks. They're you'll see me use them for different things, making lines and stuff like that for details. Works really good. All these are double-ended. You get little metal shapes and stuff like that. Different tools. Same with the rest of these here. They're just mainly just different shaping tools and stuff for green stuff. See me be using these over the next couple weeks. These mainly, the reason I showed you all these is these are the ones I tend to use the most out of all the ones I've got. I've got hold your breath. Here we go. Okay, this is the back side of my table. That's where all my brushes and paints and all that stuff is. I got another bottle of different tools and stuff right there that you might see, but these over here. Coming back. Here we are. We're back. These are the ones you'll be seeing me use the most. Slide these out of the way. Okay, remember there a second ago I showed you these guys. Well, guess what? You have a fairly new pencil. The eraser is good and soft and pliable. Excuse me, sorry about that. Will also work sort of the same way as those brushes. Use the eraser end. Use it to move around your green stuff, get it good and flat, smooth out stuff. Will also work, and of course, get your straight pencil, just for drawing out little things. But like I say, if you can't get a hold of the brushes, find you a pencil with a good, real soft eraser on it. Do pretty much the same effect. Just make sure it's clean. Got little eraser dust on it. Want to make sure you clean all that off before you try putting it in your green stuff, because you just end up sticking it in your green stuff. Okay, of course you get a pair of scissors. These are like a surgical scissor. They're real sharp, real tough. Cut through my tin cans and stuff like that. You'll be seeing me use. Of course, good old pair of tweezers. You need those. Some super glue, whatever you find that works. This was cheap, so I kept it. Works decent enough to do the job I need, so I use it. Good old plastic glue. Testers, Revell, all those times make this little liquid cement that melts the plastic. Get you a nice little tube of that, you're set. Of course, you'll be seeing me use green stuff. This is a 250 gram tubes of the mix. Together I got 100 grams of green stuff there. A lot cheaper than the Games Workshop version in price. Most places you can find it 100 gram tubes. I know many wargamers out of Canada sells it in 100 gram tubes. This is what you would get in 100 grams. Basically you got 50 grams of each. Okay, sorry about that. Also, you'll be seeing me use Super Sculpting. Super Sculpting is a baking clay. I'll show you what it looks like. Neat little stuff. This is here's just the flesh tone. You can get it in several different tones. Basically, you pull off a little bit of it. It works just like clay. Stick it in the oven, heats up, becomes rock hard. Actually, here's a piece of it that's been baked. I mean, it is hard. See, that's hard. But like I said, it bakes up hard. Pretty decent stuff. Recommend if you get a chance to try it, get it. I cook mine in basically a toaster oven. Set at 275. Takes about 10 minutes. Hard as a rock. Do about anything you want to do with it after that. You can drill it, sand it, cut it. Pretty decent stuff. Cheap. I think I give this is a pound. I think I got like $5 in it. $5 for a pound of it. Not bad stuff to have around. Also be working with armatures and stuff like that in the tutorials, and you'll see me use the sculpting to make the armatures. Okay, Dremel. If you're going to be doing a lot of miniatures modifications, recommend you picking one up. You'll have several different tips. This here happens to be just a grinding away tip. Use it like, say you got a piece of lead, you want to make a divot in it, stick that in there. A second later it's a divot. You also get cutting wheels that'll use to cut through miniatures. It's a lot quicker and simpler than the saws or using a pair of like these guys, flat cutters, this will cut in a third of the time it'll take you to chew through it with a pair of these. But you'll also see me using just the flat cutters. Also, you're going to be doing a lot of missing with this guy. You want your set of these. What these are great for, so take your miniature, clip it in there. So you want to cut it right there, you cut it. If you try to doing it like this, more than likely you're going to zip right into your finger. You don't want that, because this puppy here will cut through your finger faster than it will that. I guarantee. I've got the fingernails to show you. This guy here will eat you as fast as it'll eat the miniature. But you're going to use one of these. Pick you up a set of these little clamp vices. Get them in all different sizes. Good little item to have. Get the smaller one. This here's fairly strong. It's a, I don't know, a 1 inch, 2 inch one. You can get them from like ½ an inch up to like 3 inches, just like regular clamps. But good to have a hold of. You can have one of these around. Also, if you don't have access to a Dremel, sorry if I got loud there on you guys. A hobby saw, another handy little item to have. It just like a, I don't know if you've ever seen one or not, but just basically it works just the same as your hobby knife, except for you got a handle and a blade. Use the blade to cut real fine teeth on it. Makes a decent little cut, but it takes a lot longer to go through a miniature than the Dremel. But so for plastics, it's fairly quick. Works decent with plastics. The Dremel be faster, but this does it fast enough through plastics that you don't really need a Dremel for plastics. But you'll probably see me use a Dremel instead of this. But like I say, it's not bad to have a hold of one of these.